Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcast to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Israel asserts that if Iran attacks it, the Iranian economy will be crippled as a result. IDF Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Herzi Halevi highlights an intensification of attacks against the Iranian proxy Hezbollah. U.S. Central Command launched multiple retaliatory strikes against Iranian proxy targets in both Syria and Yemen. The Ayatollah regime's proclaimed intentions to launch yet another attack against Israel would simply cripple Iran's economy. In a filmed message to the Iranian people, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu revealed the cost of Tehran's latest belligerence.
A few weeks ago, I spoke directly to the people of Iran. Millions of people around the world, millions in Iran itself, saw that video. And after they saw it, many Iranians reached out to Israel. So today, I want to once again address the people of Iran. Since we last spoke, the Khamenei regime launched hundreds of ballistic missiles at my country, Israel. I wonder, did he tell you how much that attack cost? Well, I'm not guessing. It's $2.3 billion. That's how much of your precious money they wasted on futile attacks. $2.3 billion. The missiles did marginal damage to Israel. But what damage did they do to you? That sum could have added billions to your transportation budget. It could have added billions to your education budget. But instead, Khamenei exposed the regime's brutality and turned the world against your country. He robbed you of money that should have been yours.
Netanyahu went on to stress that any future attack against Israel would cripple Iran's economy, in presumed reference to its energy infrastructure.
They obsess about destroying Israel rather than about building Iran. What a shame. Another attack on Israel would simply cripple Iran's economy. It would rob you of many more billions of dollars. I know that you don't want this war. I don't want this war either. The people of Israel don't want this war. There is one force putting your family in grave danger: the tyrants of Tehran. That's it. But there's also good news. Every day, that regime gets weaker. Every day, Israel gets stronger. The world has seen but a fraction of our power.
It is worth noting that Israeli Strategic Affairs Minister Ron Dermer reportedly met with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump and his team yesterday to update him on matters related to the situation in the Middle East, including the malign behavior of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Meanwhile, in Washington, outgoing President Joe Biden hosted his Israeli counterpart, President Yitzhak Herzog, at the White House.
Welcome back to the Oval Office in the White House. You've been a friend for a long time, a personal friend, and you know my commitment to Israel is ironclad, and we share a deep friendship. I want to thank you again for being here, and the floor is yours.
During their meeting, Herzog updated Biden on the latest developments in Israel's separate fronts, during which he also emphasized that it all starts in the empire of evil, namely the Islamic Republic of Iran.
It all starts in Tehran. It all starts in the empire of evil, where in Tehran, with its proxies, they are doing whatever they can to derail stability and security and peace, calling for the annihilation of the state of Israel and seeking nuclear weapons. And Mr. President, this has to be a major objective all throughout your term and the next term of the next president, because we have to make sure that they cannot fulfill their evil intentions.
Well, Israeli President Yitzhak Herzog highlighted the importance of confronting the Iranian threat. The United States launched separate retaliatory strikes against Iranian proxies in both Syria and Yemen.
U.S. Central Command forces executed a series of precise airstrikes November 9 through 10 on multiple Houthi weapons storage facilities situated within Houthi-controlled territories in Yemen. These facilities housed a variety of advanced conventional weapons used by the Iran-backed Houthis to target U.S. and international military and civilian vessels navigating international waters in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The operation involved U.S. Air Force and U.S. Navy assets to include F-35C fighter aircraft. This targeted operation was conducted in response to the Houthis' repeated and unlawful attacks on international commercial shipping, as well as U.S. coalition and merchant vessels in the Red Sea, Bab al-Mandeb Strait, and the Gulf of Aden. It also aimed to degrade the Houthis' ability to threaten regional partners. U.S. CENTCOM forces conducted strikes yesterday against 9 targets in 2 locations associated with Iranian groups in Syria in response to several attacks on U.S. personnel in Syria over a 24-hour period. These strikes will degrade the Iranian-backed group's ability to plan and launch future attacks on U.S. and coalition forces who are in the region to conduct defeat ISIS operations. As CENTCOM Commander General Kurilla stated in CENTCOM's press release, quote, "We will continue to take every step necessary to protect our personnel and coalition partners and respond to reckless attacks," end quote.
It is important to highlight that the Iranian proxy Ansar Allah also announced that it had launched an attack against the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group, claiming to have struck the aircraft carrier itself as well as 2 additional naval vessels.
نفذت القوة الصاروخية وسلاح الجو المسير في القوات المسلحة اليمنية بعون الله تعالى عمليتين عسكريتين نوعيتين. الأولى استهدفت من خلالها حاملة الطائرات الأمريكية إبراهام المتواجدة في البحر العربي، وذلك بعدد من الصواريخ المجنحة والطائرات المسيرة، وذلك أثناء تحضير العدو الأمريكي لتنفيذ عمليات معادية تستهدف بلدنا، وحققت العملية أهدافها بنجاح بفضل الله، وتم إفشال عملية الهجوم الجوي للعدو الأمريكي الذي كان يحضر له على بلدنا. والعملية الأخرى استهدفت مدمرتين أمريكيتين في البحر الأحمر، وذلك بعدد من الصواريخ البالستية والطائرات المسيرة، وحققت العملية أهدافها بنجاح بفضل الله، وقد استمرت العمليتان 8 ساعات.
In contrast to the Houthi claims of success, Pentagon Press Secretary General Pat Ryder highlighted that all of the attacks against the U.S. Navy in the Red Sea was effectively foiled.
So on November 11th, U.S. Central Command forces successfully repelled multiple Iranian-backed Houthi attacks during a transit of the Bab al-Mandeb Strait. During the transit, the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Stockdale and USS Spruance were attacked by at least 8 one-way attack uncrewed aerial systems, 5 anti-ship ballistic missiles, and 3 anti-ship cruise missiles, which were successfully engaged and defeated. The vessels were not damaged, no personnel were hurt. Again, CENTCOM forces retain the inherent right of self-defense, and as I highlighted earlier, will take appropriate steps to protect our personnel. Literally got this, shortly before coming out here, so you can expect to see something coming out of CENTCOM on that as well.
While Iranian-directed proxy attacks against U.S. forces in the Middle East persist, absent any real price paid by the Islamic Republic of Iran, while meeting with President Joe Biden, the Israeli head of state seized the opportunity to raise the heavy barrages of rockets which the Iranian proxy Hezbollah had launched toward Israel's civilian communities over the course of the past 24 hours alone, which unfortunately claimed the lives of 2 Israeli civilians and wounded at least a dozen others.
In the last 2 hours, 2 Israelis were murdered by rocket attacks from Lebanon in the northern town of Nahariya, a beautiful seashore town in the northern part of Israel. Early in the day, a kindergarten teacher of a kindergarten of special needs, children with special needs, rescued bravely and wisely the toddlers in the kindergarten from a drone attack. A drone exploded in the kindergarten. This is what we're going through from Lebanon, Mr. President, and you know it all too well. We are fighting hard. We're defending our people, our brave soldiers and pilots. And I know that you're working very hard to make sure that this war will end and that there will be first and foremost security for the people of Israel as well as for the people of Lebanon.
Meanwhile, in Lebanon, IDF Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Herzia Levy met with troops in the battlefield during the course of which he acknowledged a certain intensification of the IDF's offensive activities against the heavily battered Iranian proxy Hezbollah.
אנחנו מנסראללה, מועצת הג'יהאד של חיזבאללה, מפקדי היחידות והמרחבים השונים, מפקדי הגזרות, גזרות המשנה, מתחמים והרבה מאוד פעילים, לקחנו הרבה מאוד סדק פיקודי וסדק לוחם. לקחנו הרבה מאוד יכולות, אתם מוציאים מכאן הרבה מאוד אמל"ח, טילים, משגרים, זה מאוד מאוד חשוב. אני רוצה שתדעו שצה"ל במקביל עובד חזק מאוד, היום תקפנו כבד מאוד בביירות, בדחיה, מטרות של חיזבאללה. אנחנו תוקפים בעומק ואנחנו תוקפים הרבה מאוד בסוריה ובגבול סוריה-לבנון כדי שלא ייכנס לחיזבאללה אמל"ח. התיאור של המרחב הזה הוא ייתן לנו את תנאי הבסיס מפה לעשות את הדברים הנכונים כדי שבאמת בעמק למטה יהיה בטוח.
Thank you for watching TV7 Israel News. I would like to initially encourage you, pray for the peace of Jerusalem and salvation of Israel. And separately, if you're blessed by our productions, which are exclusively donation-based, please consider supporting our programs with a donation. You can do so via our website at www.tv7israelnews.com. I'm Jonathan Hessen, wishing you an Erev Mevorach. God willing, we will see you during our next update. Until then, Shalom from Jerusalem.